Hello everybody, welcome back here to the channel. My name's Scott, and for today I'd like to work on idioms, not just any old idiom. I want to work on idioms related to food. There are many food idioms, and I want to do it in two parts. So the first part now, and the second part's coming later. Basically it's kind of in an alphabetical order. I'm going to start with A, but actually I just have two for A. So I'm going to go from A to Z. Actually, there's nothing on Z, but I'm going to start off with an A. And I have two here, and they're both on apple. Now, the first one is the apple of one's eye. So, the apple of one's eye is somebody special, precious for that person. Let me give you I'm going to give you sentences here as well to use these. So, for example, for apple of one's eye, his granddaughter is the apple of his eye. He loves her dearly. So, you change it accordingly, you know, apple of one's eye, in general, it's going to be a pronoun, so apple of his eye or apple of her eye, okay? So his granddaughter is the apple of his eye. I have one more for apple. It's kind of the opposite idea. It's kind of a negative in meaning. It's a bad apple. And a bad apple is somebody that's not a good person. So, I'll give you an example here on a sentence. So, he's really a bad apple. He's always getting into trouble. So a bad apple meaning a bad person. Let's move on to B, and the first one here is going to be with beans, and to spill the beans. And when you spill the beans, you reveal the truth or you tell secrets. So to spill the beans. So let me give you an example on a sentence here. So he spilled the beans and told her all the plans about the birthday party for her. So to spill the beans is to reveal the truth or tell the secrets. It's supposed to be a surprise birthday party, but he was careless and he told her what the plans were. So to spill the beans. Let's continue with beans. No, not beans, but the letter B. And next up is going to be butter. In fact, it's going to be bread and butter. So one's bread and butter is their main thing that they do, especially as far as work-related things. So the bread and butter. Let me give you an example here. So working at this school is my bread and butter, meaning this is my main source of income. So the bread and butter is the important thing. Not always related to job, but in many cases it is. So bread and butter is the main source, your job, the main source of your income. And I have one more for butter, but this is no bread involved. This is to butter someone up. And to butter someone up is to say nice things about this person generally and try to get on their good side. So when you want to get on somebody's good side, you're going to butter them up. Now, if you're living here in Japan, you kind of understand this expression I'm doing right now. This is not used in America, but to butter someone up is related to that idea. So let me give you an example. So he's always buttering up the boss to get, you know, favors or special treatment. So to butter someone up, get on their good side by praising them or complimenting them. Next up is going to be on C, which is cake. And this one is quite familiar with many people, perhaps with you, piece of cake. And piece of cake is something that's easy or easy to do. Let me give you an example on a sentence here as well. So, this job is a piece of cake. I can finish it in 10 minutes. Won't take any time at all. So a piece of cake, something easy to do. And let's move on to not cake, but a cookie. And one smart cookie. Doesn't always have to have one, but often it comes with the three words, one smart cookie. And cookie can replace here with a person is the idea. So one smart cookie means one smart person. So an example here with the sentence, she's one smart cookie. She hardly ever makes any mistakes on the tests. So one smart cookie, somebody who's very clever, a smart person. Now I'm going to stay with cookie, but a different meaning for cookie here, a different idiom for cookie is, that's the way the cookie crumbles. The way the cookie crumbles. The way the cookie crumbles, that's the way the cookie crumbles, meaning that there's nothing that can be done with it. This is going to happen. It's a natural course of events. So there's no use getting upset about it because nothing you can do about it. So that's the way the cookie crumbles. So example sentence here. Your company didn't get the contract with that customer. That's the way the cookie crumbles. Unfortunately, nothing could have been done about it. But work hard for the next contract. So that's the way the cookie crumbles. There's nothing that can be done. And I'm going to stay with C, but this time it's not a cookie, but it's a cucumber. And we have an idiom expression in English that is cool as a cucumber. Cool as a cucumber. So what it means is that just basically on the C part, and you want to emphasize that. So cool, cucumber, they both start with C. So cool as a cucumber, somebody that's very calm and always doesn't get too excited or get too low on things, just always remains calm. So he's cool as a cucumber in the sentence here. So even when other people are getting upset or flustered, he stays cool as a cucumber, never gets upset, stays calm. That's cool as a cucumber. Now what I do with, to finish up the first half here is going to be using egg. And the first one is to egg someone on. When you egg someone on, you encourage them to do something, maybe something that they don't want to do, but in a fun kind of way, not necessarily too hard. Let me give you an example in a sentence. So he's very good at doing impersonations of famous people, but he doesn't want to do it all the time. But at the party, we like to egg him on to do his impersonations of famous people. So to encourage somebody to do something. Often it can be done in a joking way or in a practical joke type manner. So egg someone on, encourage them to do it or continue doing it. And lastly is to walk on eggshells. So you have your egg on the inside and around that egg is an eggshell. Now of course an eggshell is fragile, it can break easily. So the idea of walk on eggshells, which is physically impossible, but the idea is the situation is sensitive or delicate, and you have to be very careful about it. Let me give you an example. So talking with him is like walking on eggshells because we never know his mood's going to be. He may get upset. So we got to treat the situation very delicately or be very sensitive in how we deal with this person. So to walk on eggshells. Okay, everybody? This first half is going to finish with the egg and the eggshells. And I'm going to come back here again soon. And I got the second half with food idioms because we have many. And I want to do more. So that's coming next. So thanks for everybody for watching this half. And be sure to watch the second half, which is coming soon on your YouTube channel. Thanks for watching. Thanks for any comments and questions, subscribing and likes. We'll be back here again soon. Until then, everyone, have a great day.